Hi, I'm Ann McClellan. You found my video because you typed in how to help child with dyslexia at home. I'm a homeschooling mom of 5 children. I've been homeschooling for 20 years, and I have a son who is now 17 who has dyslexia. Unfortunately, we just had it diagnosed a year ago, and I say unfortunately because we suspected he had learning problems when he was 5 years old, but we didn't want him labeled, we didn't want him on medicine, and for those reasons we didn't have him tested. But the earlier you can have a child tested and diagnosed, the sooner therapy or something can be done to help them, and the brain's more plastic, more pliable, and can form the connections it needs to form in a dyslexic brain. So for those reasons, I regret that we didn't take action sooner, and also my son felt dumb all those years. And when we had him tested, he was relieved to know that he was that there was a reason for all of the problems that he had suffered all those years. So it was a relief to him. So, you know, if you haven't had your child tested and diagnosed, I highly recommend it. You know, the school might have a method for doing that, or you might have to go through a psychometrist like we did. Then I highly suggest a tutor or a therapist who's been trained in dyslexia therapy. Multisensory therapy is most important. And then I would read with my child, read, have them read to you, you read to them, they read by themselves, lots of repetition. A dyslexic, well, a normal brain takes 5 to 15 repetitions to memorize something. Someone with dyslexia takes 500 to 1,500 times of repetition to memorize something. So lots of repetition. Another thing that's so important is multisensory things. Have your child do things that are multisensory. For example, with math, they can do something, Math You See, which is a multisensory program where they can build their math problems with little squares and rods and blocks, or use things like Cuisenaire rods, or there are lots of manipulatives in math that a child can use to, you know, learn other than just pencil and paper. Another thing I forgot to tell you is with the reading, I found a program that was so helpful to us. It's parents as reading tutors. And it was actually through the Homeschool Legal Defense Association, but the man who presented was a professor from University of Idaho. His name was Stephen Duvall, and I've put the information down below for you in case you're interested in checking it out. But it was most helpful, and my son's a good reader. He's a little bit slow, but he's a great reader. He has problems in other areas like math and foreign language and writing and things like that. One other thing I just want to mention quickly is doing all this for your child is expensive. And if expenses of a concern to you at all, you might consider checking out what I'm doing with my online business. I was introduced to a group of people who are very smart, very knowledgeable. They are making significant income online, more than full-time incomes, and they're teaching others how to do the same. So if that's of interest to you, check out what I'm doing at workwithannm.com. It'll take you to a video where some of my business partners will be explaining how it works and how to get started. So again, check it out at workwithannm.com, and I wish you the very best in helping your child at home. Take care.